Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm live and my screen once again has me in slow motion. So you're gonna see me going off. I don't know what is going on. It's so frustrating. But hello, happy Friday. Happy Friday from beautiful sunny San Diego. And I'm Catherine Nunez. I am the host of the of Inspired Selling. Normally, the show is on Wednesdays, but I wanted to be flexible and accommodating. And I'm bringing to you an awesome workshop where we're going to talk to you about Instagram. And the reason I wanted to do that is a lot of people that I speak to are so frustrated with all of the different social media platforms that are out there. So they don't know if they should just focus on LinkedIn. They don't know if they should start doing TikTok. They don't know if they should start doing Reels. But I wanted to at least bring on a series of guests that can give you information and best practices so that if you choose to go on Instagram or use Instagram Reels because your target market is there, then I'll give you a baseline of information and some teachings that will help you. And you can reach out to these experts and you can work directly with them if you want to go deeper on the subject. So, as I said, this is the art of inspired selling, where I bring experts on to help you, the solopreneur or sales professional, not just survive, but actually thrive using various different techniques in sales and marketing. And I love social media. So, today my guest is coming to us from India, and I am very wanting to say the word right. It's Hyderabad, India. And our guest is, I was on Anjum's show before on Instagram. I did my very first Instagram line with her. So Anjum Bindari is an Instagram growth coach, and she teaches her secrets, learnings, experiences to business owners so that they can build a community and scale their business. She says she's social media obsessed, content creating nerd who turned her passion into a career. And so she started her marketing business with the sole purpose of supporting businesses to leverage the power of social media to help them grow and make their mark in the digital world. She said she's worked and guided with over 25 businesses to help them nail their social media strategy, focusing on increasing metrics such as lead generation, inquiry, and sales. So I am going to bring on our guest, and she actually has a presentation for us. So without further ado, here she is. Nice to
Hi.
have you. I'm going to switch us around so I'm looking at you and not me. There
Yeah.
we are. All right. Nice to have you here, Anjum Bandari.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, it's so nice to have you. So we're streaming live today on Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, and but we're not on Instagram.
Yeah.
So one of the things I always ask my guests, thank you. What time is it there?
It's 10:30 p.m.
Oh, not horrible. Not horrible, unless you're me and you go to bed at 9:30. But I ask my guests, what inspires you every morning? So, are most of your clients, where are they located in the world?
Some of them are from India itself. Some of them are from US. Some of them are from Canada as well. So, like all of the different parts of the world.
Good. So you get an opportunity to not sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
To serve them on their time zones. Yes. So, one of the things I ask every single one of my guests when they come on the show is what inspires you? So, what inspired you to start working to be an entrepreneur? So, you might not know this, but I have a passion in working with women of color, and I have
Mhm.
mentored and helped. There's a woman that I want to introduce you to, Tilaga Kumar. Tilaga, I don't know if you're watching this, give us a shout. She's also in India. And so I know
Mhm.
that there's some cultural differences with
Mhm.
women owning their own businesses, wanting to go out and change perhaps the stay at home mom,
Yeah.
right? Thought. How has that impacted you?
Oh, so first to answer your first question, that is the inspiration. So, inspiration for me is something. I would say the perfect word is flexibility and freedom. So that is what I was looking for, which definitely I didn't get in my corporate job. I did get that flexibility and freedom. I wanted to work anywhere from the world, like the remote work. And before pandemic, I think that was not possible. I was feeling the work that I did was, not fulfilling to me. I didn't enjoy it. I definitely worked hard at it, but didn't enjoy it for sure. So I was looking something out of it, and I think that is the basic inspiration that led me to, you have to get out and start doing something, because I definitely wanted to be my own boss, as I call it.
Hmm.
Do something on my own terms, work on my own terms, and build something of my own. I think that is what is my inspiration.
Oh, and it's a lot of work, right? But
Yeah,
there's a better satisfaction and a deeper passion than fulfilling somebody else's vision.
yeah, true. So true.
And so now let's talk a little bit before we get to Instagram.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
how has that been? Is your family supportive of your leaving corporate? Do you speak at all in India to help motivate other women? Or tell me a little bit about that, the cultural experience
Yeah,
that you've had.
yeah. In India, it's something like, you have to study. Like, you study, you get in a good college, you get a good job after your college, and you stick to it. Okay, once you've got the job, you're like, okay, you've done well. You need to stick with it, and that is the norm. I would say, like, that is the cultural norm over here. And if you just quit your job, it's like a huge thing. People are like, you worked hard, you perceived your education, and then you got that job, you worked hard in that job as well. It's a stable income is what people are looking for over here. And like, in your business, stability is something you cannot hope for, at least in the beginning. So it is definitely not easy over here, but I am very lucky to have a very supportive family, a very supportive partner, who understands my passion and who support me along the way. But I'm sure it's not easy for everyone out here who's trying to do something on their own. But I definitely see a change
Oh,
in the
good.
change. People are getting out and trying to do things on their own, businesses, product based businesses, doing along with their jobs. People are also doing side hustles, which is also great. I definitely see that changing. And few years down the line, I would definitely see a lot of people getting into entrepreneur journeys, for sure.
That's great. That's great. And there's a lot. So I want to make sure the people that are watching, my camera's a little crooked today. Please chat with us. Tell us that you're here as you come on. I'll bring on a comment. I know there might be some restream requirements for you to let yourself be seen here, and so we know who you are. Let's get started. And Jim, you're going to talk to us about the content
Yeah,
creation loop that people get stuck in on Instagram, and you're going to share a presentation, correct?
that's correct.
Okay, so let's get moving, you guys. I'm here if you have any questions. I'm just going to say hello. Now, there's some channels. So, LinkedIn people, let me just add a comment here. All right,
Awesome. So let's get started. I'll share my presentation first. Let's see if that's working.
it's not yet. Oh, here it comes. Here we go.
Okay, it looks good. We are good to start. Okay, awesome. So, hi everyone. I would first of all say thank you to Catherine for bringing me on over here, and connecting me to all you amazing people out here trying to build your businesses out in this online world. So, thank you so much. And please get interactive in the comments. Any questions you have along the way, so that this we can make this session interactive session, and not just me speaking over here. So yeah, today we are going to be speaking.
I'll
Yes, that
chime in. I'll chime in when I can too. So I'm having internet matrix issues over here. So I'll take myself off camera just so that you get all the bandwidth.
yeah. Okay, awesome. So, we are going to speak today, as you've been introduced already, about how to not get stuck in the content creation loop, which we'll discuss is what exactly is a content creation loop and why I feel people get stuck in it. So, if you are a business owner who is looking to grow your business on Instagram, you probably have heard just create content one after the another and put out as much content as possible, and you're definitely going to see results. But trust me, it doesn't happen is where I see a lot of people. They create content one after the another, just put it on Instagram and hope it works. But that's not how it goes, and that's what we are going to uncover today, of how not to get in that loop and focus more on metrics such as sales, leads, and inquiries. So guys, I'm going to be using these words a lot because that is what I focus on a lot. I don't focus much on likes and comments and followers and all that things. Those are definitely only some part of it, but the major part, especially when you're growing a business, is to get more leads, sales, and inquiries in your direct messages, in your comment sections, anywhere that is people coming and inquiring you about your services, right, or products. So that is what we are going to be discussing today. So let me just get right into it. Yeah. So what I'm guessing is a lot of you are trying to grow your business on Instagram, or you are planning to start an Instagram account for your business if at all you don't have one, because you know all the buzz that is there around Instagram, the power that Instagram holds, that you can leverage to grow and scale your business. Because with the growing audience that Instagram is getting right now, it's an incredible platform to be on. It's an incredible platform with so many new features rolling in that are going to help all us creators and business owners monetize our audience. So it's the best time to be on Instagram. So I know a lot of you have heard this buzz and you want to be on Instagram if at all you're not there. So the first thing that I want to say over here is, if you have tried already and failed in the past, or you are just overwhelmed by thinking what is the point that you need to start in your business on Instagram, or you're just overwhelmed with all of the information out there, I can totally understand that, because I know there's so much information going around on Instagram on how to grow your business on Instagram. It gets really overwhelming really fast. So it's not your fault if you've been worried in the past that you cannot make any sales from Instagram. So put that fear away. You just need the right person to explain it to you, because it's possible. Like, I'm doing it, my clients are doing it, I'm doing it for my clients, so I know it works. You just need the right person to explain it to you. And if you have all these limiting beliefs in your head about Instagram, just throw them away, because they're not true. Okay. So if you've been made to believe, all of the Instagram experts out there, that you need to post and post and post multiple times in a day to be successful on Instagram, let me tell you that is not the truth, because you are going to burn out doing that. Because as business owners, when people are promoting that they are posting multiple times in a day, or uh, multiple times in a week as well, know the situation that they have is different from the situation you are in. Okay, maybe they don't have kids, maybe you have kids, maybe they have a team behind them, maybe you don't have a team behind you, maybe you are a single woman army right now, a single person team right now. So there is a lot of difference in the situations that you two are in. So don't compare your journeys, don't compare their Instagram schedule to your Instagram schedule. That is not how it works. We need to build a schedule that works for us, our lifestyle, and our business. So that is what we are going to be discussing in our further slides, like how you can create a content plan that works for you. Okay. So
I
I know
think
you.
that's universal, right? With I say that about LinkedIn. I've looked at some of the statistics, how often some of the really big name personal brands are being successful, and it really is what you can stay consistent with, right? So that your audience knows every Tuesday you give a tip, and every Wednesday you do something else. So just setting some sort of container and rules that you can live by
True.
and take it off. Take the stress of, oh, yes. I love it. Okay, keep going. I don't mean to bust in here. Keep going.
Not a problem, not a problem at all. So I know all of you incredible people have incredible businesses and you want to make an impact in this world. So let's do it. Let's make an impact on this world. Okay, so a little introduction. Already, Catherine has given you a little background about myself, but I would like to give you how I reached to a point on Instagram where I don't feel burnt out or frustrated anymore. So, as we told earlier, I am a corporate escapee. I used to work in a corporate firm before turning into an entrepreneur, but was looking more for some creative freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom for myself. But when I started out, I definitely got my mentor and started working as a freelancer and all of that good stuff. But I had other sources of getting my clients. Like I used to get them from Facebook groups, from Upworks, and all of this, like word of mouth and all of these other sources where I got my clients because I'm a very shy and introverted person. I didn't want to be on camera on Instagram, but I soon started realizing that it has a huge potential and it has so many different features on Instagram that you can utilize to get yourself out there, to get your buzz out there about your business. So I was definitely thinking, okay, I need to be here, I need to try it, I need to do this because I know there's a lot of potential. And a lot of you have been made believe the same thing. I'm damn sure that you have to keep posting to gain visibility, and trust me, I was also the same. I thought the same when I started out, that I have to post more and more and more and more, and that's what I did. I started creating content, posting it, creating content, posting it. All I was hoping was to get more likes, to get more comments, to get more followers. And when I didn't get that, I was like, okay, I need to create better. I need to work on this new piece of content. Maybe with that piece, I'll get new followers. So I was doing that exactly. And trust me, I was getting no clients from Instagram at that point. So all I was feeling was burnt out because I was putting in so much efforts into this, but I was getting clients from my other sources and not on from Instagram, and I was putting in so much time over here. So I was like, okay, maybe this is not my proper source to get clients back then, and I thought to quit it, but again I was like, okay, it's again a great platform. Maybe I just need to change my approach because I would rather focus on getting more leads and DM interactions and sales and building my email list rather than having to just get likes and comments. And then I changed my approach. I started creating content with much more bigger purpose than having just the likes, sales, and comments. So I wanted more of inquiries in the DMs. I wanted for leads. I wanted for sales. And all of this, when I changed the approach and started to create content to get more of these, is when I started noticing that people are coming into my DMs and asking me, okay, Anjum, do you do this coaching? Do you have this service available? Trust me, I never did outbound. I have received all of my clients through inbound. They come to me, they come to my DMs, they ask me. So I think that is very important, especially if you are, busy person. You are a one-woman team who is doing all the different things in your um, businesses, and you don't have time to reach out to specific people on all of these different platforms, hoping that okay, out of if I reached out to 20, 30 people, maybe one of them will say yes. Okay, I
So
didn't have that.
I think what I hear you say is that you what in my words, right? I say people often have this spaghetti throwing approach to social media where they think
Yes,
they need to
absolutely.
be there, so they randomly create content just to
Hmm.
have the presence. But as soon as you changed your mindset in thinking of, wow, there, if I should put a strategy in place,
Yeah.
and one strategy at a time, right? Then you started seeing success come into your business. Inbound opportunities, which is what I say and preach all the time, that my
Yes.
clients create, limitless inbound opportunities.
Yes, I think that's the best, right? If at all you have a team and that does it for it's fine. But then if you're doing it alone, you wouldn't have time to reach out to 100 people, hoping at least one of them would, sign up to your program or things like that. And as you said, you don't want to be just throwing the spaghetti on the wall and wishing it sticks. And it's definitely not like that, because to create one piece of content, you put in so much effort, and just hoping it works is not that we want to do. We should know it works, right? That is the strategy behind it. So now I teach all my secrets and learnings and experience to business owners like you, so that you can grow and scale your business and build amazing communities. I have already worked with 30 plus businesses out here, guided them with their social media strategies, and always my focus is on lead generation, inquiries, and sales. Like, you will hear me saying this word. If you start working with me, you will hear me saying this
All the
word like
time.
all the time, because it's like a mantra for me. Like, leads, inquiries, and sales, nothing more than that. Because your likes are not going to pay your bills. That is what I like to say. Right? Okay, so who is this masterclass for? It is this masterclass or this workshop is for you if you are a business owner who wants to grow their Instagram and generate tons of leads and sales for your business, but you haven't been able to do so far, or you already have an Instagram page for your business, but you don't have an idea where to begin or how you can do it the right way, or you have an Instagram page already but it is not really aligned with your business and you want to get back on it or get in track with it. So this workshop or this masterclass would be perfect for you.
Good.
So I know you've heard post more, so concentrating on that, just that, creating content, hoping it works, you'll get followers, etc., etc. But you see that it doesn't happen, and you also might have heard that you need a huge following to be making money on Instagram. That is not true at all. I would say, I mean, even Catherine would agree. It doesn't have. It is not true for any social media out there. Like, you need to have hundreds and thousands of people. It's not true at all. All you need is a good community who trusts you, good audience who knows who you are, who are ready to buy from you. I think that is what matters. So in Instagram, what I say is, be strategic with your every move. Okay, you are not here. You are not here with immense amount of time so that you can figure out saying, let's do it, let's see how it goes. You don't have that much of time, right? So make it purposeful, make it intentional. Even if you are sending out a DM, even if you're putting out a story, even if you're putting out a reel, I need everything to be intentional and purposeful. Okay, so here is a little proof that says, it works irrespective of the number of followers and everything you have. So these are the metrics you can see, the insights of me, like from my Instagram. And I don't have hundreds and thousands of followers. Okay, so these are the reach that I'm getting through my reels, my story views, which are like, almost 50% of my audience watch my stories. I have a good, amazing engagement rate with my audience. You can see I have incredible reach through my reels as well. So if I can do it, trust me, you can do it too. So these are a few
Wait,
of
I
my
want to see some people telling us and committing today that they are going
yeah.
to start using Reels because the reach is amazing. I'm not quite experiencing that, but I'm doing it. I'm creating some Reels.
That's the
So,
spirit.
yes, we do. We need some other people on here to say that they're going to be committed to doing that. So, go back for me one slide again
Uh-huh.
of what you just had and talk us through a little bit about what we're seeing. Um, so we're addressing you, solopreneur, business owner. And so would you recommend that the people have on creator mode or business mode? Which one? I know there's two, right? And then regular.
Yeah, there's definitely two. And if at all, usually in, like, when reels started, business accounts didn't have the complete flexibility to be using the music library on Instagram because
Mhm.
of copyright issues and all of that, because you are a business and if you use the music of some other business, so that is going to be problematic. So that is why it didn't have. And that is when people started switching to creator account, because creator accounts had the flexibility of using the entire music library. But honestly, at the base of it, there is no much difference, like, between a business account and a creator account. But if you want to be classified or categorized in a group that you are a business page and you are a business, I think it's better to have a business page rather than a creator page. But if you are someone who is creating reels and you use the music library very frequently and you don't want the trouble of not having the access to it, just go with creator account. The insights and everything remain the same. There is no changes in it. Yeah.
And so that's what we're seeing here, right on the slide. It says
Yeah.
overview. So what does it mean? Accounts reached. That's your reach of
Yeah,
how
that's
many
my
people actually saw it.
yeah.
And then 228 people in this particular example
Yeah.
interacted, liked, commented, whatever they did.
Hmm.
Okay, and you have 4,000 in this example, 4,000 followers, 4,086.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's go over to the next image. And so what is this image showing?
This one.
The middle image.
Okay, this middle image is my story insights, like the number of people, those who are watching and commenting on my stories. Right, you
Okay,
can see that 1284 people have watched this particular story of mine, out of which like 141 people, like I had put up a poll, so there are 140 people who are voting on yes, there are 48 people who are voting on no altogether, and 1284 people have watched my stories, right?
okay.
So that is I would say pretty good view rate on stories, because usually stories don't have that much reach, but that's also an advantage if you have a smaller account. Your engagement rates are better than all of the large accounts out there.
All right. And then the bottom image
So
is
this is from a site called notjustanalytics.com. So if you go there and just type in your Instagram username, it will give you the analytics of your page, like what is your engagement rate, where you rank, and all of
can you
that good
type in the
stuff.
chat do you have typing
Yes.
abilities? Can you type that in so that people can see where they could go
Okay, let me just see
find
where I
those
can.
analytics? If I can type it if you just tell me what it is again.
I think I cannot type it, so it's not just analytics. If they just
Not
Google,
not
yeah.
just analytics.
It was earlier called as Ninjalytics, but I think now it's called as not just analytics. If
Okay.
they
Let's
just
see if that's
Google,
right.
if they just Google it and the first
Uh-huh.
link they click on it, yeah, yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect. All right. I didn't mean to sidetrack you. You just had there's a lot of different things in there,
Yeah.
and I just wanted to make sure to dig into those. All right. Go to the next slide. We're good there.
Awesome. So here are just two of my clients. This was taken, I think, a month or 2 months back. We are already grown a little bit from this numbers, but you can see their follower count is not huge. They are not in hundred thousands or 1 million basis, but they are already earning 5K. They're already doing 5K months, because they're consistent and their approach is very strategic. And I'm already working with these two people. So just to change your mindset that you don't have to have large following, because that is what a lot of people believe out there, that you need to have large following to be earning from Instagram.
And both of these people are in the health industry, right? You want to go back to their
Yes. So,
subcategory. So wellness coaches can close business on Instagram.
yeah, so she is a wellness business coach. Like, she is a business coach for health and wellness professionals.
Okay.
And this amazing lady out here, she is a gut health specialist. And also, like, another person I also work with is also a gut health specialist. So I work with a lot of health and wellness professionals.
So one is a B2B and one is a B2C.
Yes, she is a B2B and she is a B2C. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I keep interrupting and I'm going to continue. I'm not going to stop.
Not a problem. So today we'll discuss like the three most important things when it comes to Instagram. It's the content, the consistency, and the conversion. So the three C's of Instagram. Okay, so the subtopics that we are going to cover under this is creating content with purpose, like how you can create content with purposes, and understanding the difference between paid and free content. There is a very thin line that goes between the two, and often people confuse it. And when we come to the second C, that is the consistency, we'll discuss how you can create a content plan that will help you stay consistent, and how you can batch create content, how I do it. Like there is a simple template that I follow, which you people can follow too. And third comes the conversions, how you can treat your Instagram as a part of your funnel that will lead to more leads, inquiries, and sales. And finally, I want to address the biggest mistakes I see business owners making on Instagram with their content, so that you don't make it and you don't get stuck in that content creation loop.
That's
I'm
great.
going to do that. Awesome. So first thing is the content, the first C. So content is the most crucial part of Instagram. We call it the king of Instagram. And we it's true because that is how you show up in front of your audience, right? The content is something that connects you to your audience. The content can be posts, it can be reels, it can be lives, it can be stories, it can be carousels. So basically anything that you put out on Instagram is a piece of content, and that is the most crucial part. So anything, any content you put on Instagram should always have an intention behind it. Okay. When I say an intention or when I say a purpose, it's just not getting more likes, more followers, or more comments. That are not the only purposes. That is only one of the purpose. Okay. So if you are a business owner, your content should also serve the purpose of getting more sales, leads, and inquiries as well. Okay, so let me show you the three main purposes that you would be creating content for. Okay, so here are the first one. Of course, we saw bringing in new followers or increasing reach. Yes, because we want to expand our community, we want to expand our reach, of course, right? So that is our first purpose. Your content should serve the purpose of getting new followers to you, because you want your community to be expanding. Okay, so the second purpose is, of course, getting more likes, getting more comments, getting more shares, saves, engagement, which is nothing but building a community or interacting with your community, which is the existing community, right? Do you see a flow here? Do you see that how the content is flowing from one piece to the other piece, and it is hitting all of the customer journey points? Like, you're getting new followers, you're warming them up, you're helping them build that trust factor, you're helping them build that know, like, and trust factor with you through all of your content, and then moving them into the next stage, which is the hot lead, and which is leading to bringing in new leads, inquiries, and generating sales, right? So all of these are different purposes that you need to be addressing. So what is the main mistake I see over here is people getting stuck only in the first one, or maximum they get stuck in the second point. They don't move further from there. Your content is not serving all of these different purposes. Okay, so if you are a business, your content should be serving your entire, I would say, the overall business goals, right? How many leads and how many inquiries. So for example, like for bringing in new followers, reels are the best right now, right? Each of your content has a particular thing that it is good at, right? For reels, if you see, reels reach is incredible, and it is reaching all of these new people, right? So if I use reels to bring me new leads and inquiries and say, that would be not a proper intention to set, because reels are not reaching my warmer audience. They are reaching the cold audience who do not know me, okay, who are just seeing, might be seeing my video for the first time. It is also reaching my audience for sure, but it is reaching more of my non-followers as well. So I would not be setting the intention of getting more leads. Rather, I would set the intention to build my community or get me new followers, right? So if you see any of my reels, all of my reels have a same call to action that says, please hit that follow button, come and follow me for more such content, for more such Instagram tips, because I am trying to tap into the audience who are watching my reels. Because let's say I have 4,000 followers, and my one of my reel, let's say, reached 11,000 views. So I have reached 6,000 to 7,000 new people, right? So I want to tap into the 6 to 7k people and ask them to come into my community. So that is the intention that I'm going to set with it. Okay, let's say I created a carousel. Okay, carousels are more the format that we use to warm up our audience, to give them a brief and give them like a breakdown of some frameworks and things like that. And also, let's say Instagram stories is where I'm breaking down some of the behind the scenes of my business. All these are watched mostly by my warm audience, right? So I'm trying to build the know, like, and trust factor with them. So if I do not get, let's say I did not get 100 likes on my carousel, that doesn't matter to me if I had created the carousel with the intention of building and promoting my email list, right? I promoted my lead generation freebie over there. I said, please go and sign up to my email list. And I saw that 100 people have signed up to my email list, but I barely got 20 likes on the content. Doesn't matter to me. That was not the intention that I had set. My intention was completely different. My intention was to get people onto my email list, and that has been served, right? So that is what I mean when I say that you need to set proper intentions with each of your content, and you need to understand which piece of content works better for what intention, right? So
Yes.
let me show you some of the examples of my content, of course, that is going to help you understand better. Okay, here I have created a piece of content that says here's the number one reason why no one is buying from you, right? I'm trying to address business owners, I'm trying to address the pain point that they have. They're on Instagram, but no one is buying from them, and this might be the reason. I'm saying that your audience doesn't trust you. These are the things that you might be doing wrong. So I think this is the reason why they might not be buying from you. I have done this as a reel, so it's reaching new business people, and I want them to come and follow me. Of course, I've given them the call to action of please hit that follow button and come and follow me, right? I'm bringing them into my community. Here I've created a carousel. Okay, so in carousels, this is the last, I would say, the last piece of the carousel. That is, I'm creating this piece of carousel to generate sales for me, to generate sales for my one-on-one program, right? So I start with a value of addressing of how you can get 1,000 followers on Instagram initially, like how to get your first 1,000 followers on Instagram. I expand a little bit on the carousel, explain to them these are the things, these are the five important things that you need to do. And beyond that, if you need my help to grow the following and to convert them into your paying clients and to get all of that incredible stuff, then I have given them a clear call to action that says send me a DM saying Instagram and I will send you the details, right? So
So let
this
me
is
let me ask this. I have two questions for you since nobody's asking questions. Where are you guys? So, how many on a carousel? How many images do you usually have? You found a best practice for your
Mhm.
audience?
So on a total, you can definitely put 10, and it's up to you. Okay, like if sometimes, in one slide, people just put one sentence because it's easier to read, it catches attention,
Hmm.
right? And because you have 10, you can expand it all the way. And until and unless you are holding people's attention over there and they want to know what is going on more, they want to slide and see what's in the next thing, you're definitely, it doesn't matter, right?
So
Unless and
the image on the well, I'm looking at it, it's the left. I hope it's on the left for you guys. So it says how to get your first 1K followers. So that's your hook. And then
yes,
the other one is the last slide, which is your call to
call
action,
to
your
action. Yeah,
CTA. And don't
yeah,
forget, you guys, you have to have a CTA on
yeah.
your captions for any social media. So my question would be, you they send you the Instagram DM, and
Mhm,
then do you have a PDF, or do you just have content ready, like in a Google Doc that you just cut and paste?
mhm.
How did you prepare for to get them into the funnel?
Yeah. So that's a good question, and we'll discuss the funnel, but in the end. But then to give answer your question, I definitely had a PDF. Like guys, if you have a sales page, it's easy. You're going to send them the sales page, right? If you have a PDF, you'll send them that. Just make it easy for yourself as well. Like you don't want to be sitting and typing there once someone is sending you Instagram or the whatever the call to action is. You don't want to be sitting there and typing all of the details. You can, like, if your funnel is wanting people to book a call with you, then you would have the booking link ready. If it is like PDF, have the PDF ready. Whatever it is, like, keep it handy. Like, you have saved replies on Instagram, like, make use of it. Keep it ready so that you can just copy and paste it immediately and send them across, so that you're not wasting time sitting there and typing it for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Again, Yeah, this is a piece of a reel where I'm addressing all the shy and introverted entrepreneurs like me and trying to bring them into my community, giving them some tips and tricks of how they can overcome camera shyness. So I have different parts of this. Like this is the part one that I did, and I think this is the part two. There's a part one. There's a part three coming as well. So I give them tips around how they can overcome their camera shyness. Again, you can see my simple CT that changes to follow me for more such incredible tips. So I am tapping into the audience who are same as me, who are shy and introverted entrepreneurs and who are struggling on the camera confidence. So I'm giving them some tips and inviting them to my community. This is a typical graphical post, I would say, that is saying things to avoid if you want to be successful. You can see I've created it as a graphic, and I want people, when it comes to graphical post, and if you're giving some inspirational and motivational content, it is better used for the purpose of saving and sharing, because that works really well, right? When it is motivation and inspiration, people want to share it with their family, people want to share it with their friends, people want to save it for themselves, so that they can come and look back at it when they want to feel that energy, right? So think in that sense and think what is the best intention that you can set with each piece of content. Of course, this comes with the strategies and everything. So again, as I was speaking about the lead generation freebie, right? I have a lead generation, like I have a free training which is on how you can use Instagram stories to sell, or how to sell using Instagram stories. So here I have used the intention that I want people to go and sign up for my email list, right? So I'm going to be expanding on the top three kind of stories that bring you the money, give them some value beforehand. And of course, my call to action is, if you want to learn more about the format of stories that help you bring the sales, then watch my free training, how to sell using Instagram stories, and my link is in my bio, right? My intention is set. I don't mind how many likes I got in this, how I don't mind how many shares, I don't mind how many followers came into my profile watching this piece of content. I only mind how many people signed up for my email list after this piece of content. Did it work or not? Right? That is the intention. So this is what I mean when I say create content with intention, with purpose. So when you create content with intention and with purpose, this is how your DMs are going to look like. You don't have to run behind anyone. They will come to you, they will come into your DMs, right? I said growth, they DM me growth. I say Instagram, they DM me Instagram. Like people are coming and inquiring about what I do, because that is the strategy that I'm using, right? So when you are creating the content exactly for your audience, you will see that there are messages flowing in like this, which says, I have already paid for it. Could you please share more details on your coaching sessions? Can you please send me your payment number? Right? They'll see your story. They say they're interested. They want to know about your coaching sessions. They are more interested in it. So we want our DMs to be filled like this.
Mhm.
Okay, that's when you know your Instagram strategy is working, not by the number of likes and comments you get. Okay, so we are moving on to the difference between free and paid content, and it's important because I see a lot of people coming and questioning me, saying, "Okay, Anjum, you're telling us to provide value. You're telling us to create valuable content, informational content for our audience, but why will someone come and give me money for my coaching or for my program when I'm already giving them so much value in my free content? How do I distinguish between the two? This is how you're going to do it." Okay, so free content, what it does is it helps you drive traffic to your profiles. Okay, it helps you bring in followers, it helps you bring in the reach. So your free content is doing that. But when it comes to your paid content, that is what your audience or your clients are paying you money for. Okay, in the free content, you are going to show your audience, like your free content must be making them aware of what they are doing wrong, what they should be doing instead, what are the mistakes, what are the myths that they are circulating. Your free content should be making them aware of the problems that they have and the solutions that they're looking for. You are just showing them, here is the point A, here is what you're doing wrong, you need to be at point B and do things right. You're not showing them how to go from point A to point B. Okay, so you would be giving generalized advice as opposed to a personalized one. right? You're not sharing the how to's here, right? I wouldn't exactly go and tell people this is how you do a content strategy, like do this step one, do this step two, do this step three. No, I would tell them how important content strategy is, how important you need to how important it is to have a content strategy, and what are the changes that they can see once they have a content strategy as
Mhm.
opposed to not having one. And when it comes to my paid content or my program, that is where I'll be sharing with them the personalized frameworks, the step by step actions, so all of the good stuff, right? So your free content is more for awareness and letting people know what your services entail completely, okay? So examples as we spoke, like mistakes, misconceptions, myths, etc. In the paid content, you are sharing the proven systems, the worksheets, the frameworks, and all of that good stuff.
Yeah, and I don't want people to get this confused thinking that she's talking about ads.
No,
It's
no, no.
real, yeah. It's and also I when I coach with people or talk with them, it's you're giving them the what, and they have to pay you to get the how,
Yes.
right? So, and that's exactly what you're saying here. So, don't get this confused. We're talking about educating your avatar in the awareness stage, and then the paid content is when they've purchased from you.
Yes, yes. Thank you for that.
No
It
problem.
did teach me that people will think about ads. Oh wow, that was definitely a good
Yes.
one. Good catch. Awesome. Coming to the second C, which is the consistency. Uh, you know, I wouldn't, as we spoke already, we told you don't have to post multiple times in a day, but you need to have some sort of a consistency at least. You cannot post random things at random times and expect results. Like you feel today, okay, I'm feeling like posting something, let me just whip out something at the last minute, put it out and see if it works. That's not how it has to happen. There has to be some consistency and intention behind your every piece of content. And how you can be consistent is when you have a content plan behind it, and when you have a content plan is when you will not be frustrated. Okay, it becomes a piece of cake for you to create content. It becomes easier, you have process, you have systems in place, so that it becomes easier for you. So this is how you can go. Okay, first thing you will be doing is decide how many times you want to be posting in a week. Okay, that's the least metric that you can consider, that is a week. Okay, so how many times in a week you would want to be posting? Let's say you want to be posting 5 times in a week. This is just an example. You don't have to post 5 times in a week, but just fix on a number. Let's say 3 times is also fine. Okay, 4 times is also fine. 2 times is also fine, but you should be fixated on a number, on how many times you want to show up in front of your camera, in front of your Instagram for your business. Let's say I want to show up 5 times in a week, we're just taking it for example. And then you'll decide what kind of content you need to be using. Okay, so it all depends upon what you're comfortable with doing, what your audience is like, what is resonating with your audience, and what is performing well with your audience. Okay, I wouldn't say remove out one content format completely in initial days itself, like try it, right? So if you feel you started doing on reels, okay, so you feel okay, for me, my lifestyle, I think reels are a lot of work, I cannot do it, and I think I'm not getting the enough results for the amount of time I'm putting in. Be flexible to remove reels from your content strategy. It's fine. If you feel carousel some are doing much better for you and they are already bringing in good amount of followers for you, it's fine, you can remove reels. Reels are, I wouldn't say do something that is, of course you need to get out of your comfort zone, but if it is something that is not sustainable for you, don't do it. Okay, so here let's take an example that I'm doing 2 reels in a week, one carousel and one static post, or let's say I'm doing 3 reels and 2 posts, right? So one week I want 3 reels to be done, so for a month I would need 3 posts, 12 reels to be done, right? If there are 4 weeks in a month, then if I'm doing 2 posts, I would need 8 posts, that is 12 reels and 8 posts for me to be done for my entire month. So I'm done with my entire month if I come up with 12 reel ideas, 8 carousel ideas, or 8 post ideas, and exactly okay, these are the things that I'm going to do, and I have 12 ideas, I have 8 post ideas. I'm done brainstorming. Okay, all I have to do is move to the next part. So now you have a mental picture of your content plan of how many things you need. Yeah.
I like the thought, and also I think it will help people with their content strategy planning. If we're
Yeah.
talking about awareness, and if we're talking about FAQs or the problems that
Yeah.
you heard of last week. Or, I have my whole 25 myths. I could do
Mm,
25 reels to talk about the 25 myths, and that's a lot of different content. So remember to reposition stuff. I'm the ultimate repositioner.
yeah.
But I really like that. Really helps, I believe, for people to think of reels as an awareness, your awareness stage.
Yes. Stage. Yes. Of course. That's the awareness stage. Perfect. So, when you have such a plan, you can plan ahead as much as you want, right? So some people, when I say this, they're like, "Oh, but Anjum, there are trends that are coming, the trends that are going." Like, yes, they are going, but if you are not making a trend in relation to your niche, or you're not making it, that relates back to what you do to your business, it's of no use that you're getting on the trend. It might get you some views.
You mean
It might
my
get you.
dog videos aren't going to help my business? Darn
Yeah.
it. I made 3 reels for my dog last week.
Oh, is it? Things like that, right? So, there are trends coming and going, but focus more on creating evergreen content. Like, even if I've put a piece of content today and someone out there followed me 3 weeks later and are watching that piece of content, I still know that they're going to get some value out of it. They're going to build some trust on me. They're going to see me as the expert in the industry. So, focus on creating more evergreen content. And yes, of course, if you love doing trends, you can hop on them on and off. But with this plan, like, if you want to stick to it, you can plan ahead as much as you want, right? You can plan ahead for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, whatever, depending upon your goals and depending upon your time, depending upon where you are, things like that. Okay, so I use Trello basically to plan out a simple template, that you guys can do it as well. It doesn't have to be Trello. You can use a pen and paper as well. Piece of paper and pen will do the same things, but it's just having on your computer. You can open Trello. You can do this on Airtable. You can do this on all of the other apps as well. So what I like to do is, I have created this template for my content creation. So I have these tabs where I keep brainstormed ideas, scripted, like the steps that go one after the another in my content creation process. Like, I'm brainstorming first, and then I'm writing the script, then I'm shooting it, then I'm editing it, right? Then I'm writing the captions and hashtags, and then I'm scheduling it if at all is required, and then I'm posting it. So that is the flow I have on all of these pieces. So what I like to do is, whenever I'm brainstorming or anywhere, if I get an idea, I make sure that I come down here and write it down in my brainstormed ideas tab, so that I have all of the ideas ready to go when I'm trying to shoot it. So then I script the ones I pick out from them, and then scripted the ones I want to do it for this month, right? After scripting, when I'm shooting, I refer to all of these tabs that are scripted. Then I shoot it. Then when I'm editing, I just move the tabs from one place to the another to know where is there that I am in the status. So it gives me a visual status of where my content plan is heading. So I know exactly, like, okay, if I have like 30 pieces of things scripted, and I have shooting that 10 of them are short, so I know, okay, I need 20 more that needs to be shot. Okay, or I have edited 5 pieces of content, I know, okay, I have shot 10, but I need to edit 5 more to be done. So you have a mental picture and a visual picture as well. So you can go ahead and do this. Doesn't matter where you're doing it, it's a great way to keep a tab.
I'm a Trello junkie too. So I'm with you on that. I need to see it. I love the drop and drag,
Yeah,
and then also the different colors, right? So you can,
yeah,
if you're really that visual, you can say green, it's in the works,
great.
it's done,
Mhm.
it's posted, and then you can archive it at the end.
Yeah,
I was
so
going to ask you, so what are you using to edit your reels?
yeah, I'm using InShot. InShot is the best. It's the simple app that you can get. It's really straightforward. All you can do is use InShot. You don't have to use any other complicated stuff. It has everything in it. It's free.
I'll pull it up on my phone because I have it, and then you guys can see what it looks like. Um, can you see? It's
Yes,
it's it's in shot. So yeah.
that's it.
Okay,
Awesome.
moving on.
We're coming to the third C, which is the conversions. Conversion is nothing but converting your followers into your clients, into your paying clients. So that is the ultimate aim of your business, right? That happens when you have a clear state sales strategy. When it comes to sales, you might have heard all of these people doing big launches, right? There is launch season, they're launching and they're selling out their courses or whatever. It's not necessary that you have to have a typical launch. You can have the sales going on evergreen on your profile. You can pick a sales strategy that works for you and your business. Okay, it doesn't have to be what everyone is doing out there. You don't have to like do a very typical high launch, do a webinar, do that stuff. That if that is working for some other person, it's totally fine. If you feel like you want to keep your sales coming in for every month and you just want that to keep evergreen, keep your content evergreen, that is allowing you to sell your services and product. This really works. When it comes to launches, it is really helpful for courses and they're offering some bonuses and etc, things like that. But when you are ongoing service based businesses or product based business, and that is something you want to do month after month, then you can have an evergreen type of strategy as well. Doesn't have to be a typical launch. But irrespective of whatever that is, you need to treat Instagram as a funnel. Okay, Instagram in itself cannot be everything. You have to have a process in which you are bringing in people onto Instagram and then taking them out of Instagram to another place where you're nurturing them. That is really important. And you need to have a flow to understand how things are flowing. You need to know where is the next step you want your audience to go, right? So otherwise you are just creating content, one after the another, getting stuck. That's it. And we
Mhm.
don't want that to happen. Okay, so the first thing is Instagram content, of course, is the first step of your funnel, right? And let's say, as we discussed, you have a free training, you have a webinar, you have a masterclass, whatever that is, ebook you are trying to generate leads to that particular thing. You would also start creating content where you want people from Instagram to flow and register for all of these things, right? You're taking them off of Instagram and bringing them into your email list, into your webinar, into your master classes, whatever that is, the second step, right? From there, again, once they're registered, you are creating email sequences, you're creating nurturing sequences, or you have a sales call link to be booked, or you have a free audit that you offer people. So you have a flow. You are taking them from one step to the another step, so that you are like filtering them, nurturing them, warming them up, and then converting them to clients. Okay, doesn't have to be a very complicated funnel. It can be a super funnel, as a super simple funnel as the second one, which is from the Instagram content, you are inviting people to a free audit call, free discovery call, where you are telling them whatever that you have promised, whatever you're going to audit or whatever you're going to tell them, and then of course make it clear that you are going to speak about your services, pitch your services, and then convert them. Okay, then it works for your websites, for your YouTube or whatever it is. You are doing a live webinar with a pitch at end, again an email sequence line. So from Instagram content, you can send people directly to your sales page as well. It works. But the thing is, with sales pages, usually when you have good credibility, when you have enough trust with your audience, is when it works. When you are just growing and you have your following growing with a small pace, you don't want them to be directly going to your sales page. Invite them into your DMs, have some connections, nurture them, speak to them, have conversations, and then invite them to a call. Because uh, when you don't have enough credibility, of course they are going to have questions, right? They want to see testimonials, they want to see reviews, they want to see feedbacks, they want to see all of those stuff before investing in you, right? So make sure that you are giving them what they need. So treat your Instagram as a funnel. Don't just treat Instagram as only one alone part. Like, treat it as a process. Okay, so here are some of the mistakes that I see business owners making with their content. The first one, of course, we've discussed not having a clear goal, what you want to achieve through Instagram. We're just putting out content for likes and comments. That we don't want to do. You should have a clear goal on the basis of what you want to be achieving through your Instagram, right? So that will be the basis of your entire strategy. Like, do you want people from your Instagram to go into your lead generation, or do you want them to come into your DMs? Do you want to go them to go and register for your evergreen funnel? So all that depends on what your strategies will look like. So have a clear goal. Of course, that depends upon your business and your overall business goals. Again, don't focus on promoting always. That's just one part of it. You have to provide some value, because if someone has to come and stay on your profile, you have to give them some reason to be doing that, right? Again, have some consistency in posting, as we discussed. If you follow the content plan that I've shared with you, like, it will definitely remove the frustration and give you a mental idea of what you need to do further, right? Again, as I said, you don't want to be focusing a lot on trends, rather than, like, focus on making evergreen type of content. And don't do what you don't love, okay? Like, if you don't love dancing on reels, don't do it. It's going to frustrate you, it's going to make you hate creating content, it's going to make you hate Instagram. Don't do that at all. Do something that you're comfortable with, that is unique to you and you love doing, and you can do it every day. So keep it sustainable, is what I call it, okay? Don't create and post on the same day. Like, have a plan, fix a day for shooting, fix a day for editing. Don't do everything on the same day. Like, if you want to be posting at 9 p.m. today, don't sit and edit on 8 p.m. It's going to get frustrating, okay? So don't copy strategies from others just because they are working for someone. It's not really going to work for you, right? You want to be exploring and finding the strategies which work for you, okay? Not utilizing the different formats. Try and explore all of the content formats that Instagram has given you, rather than like cutting out completely, unless you know it's not working for you or your business, right? Again, so Instagram stories, Instagram DMs, very crucial. They warm up your audience, they help you connect with your audience, so use them as well. No engagement whatsoever, so you have to give engagement to receive engagement back, is what I say. So, you can't expect, okay, let 20, 30 people come and comment on my post, but I'm not going to comment on any of their posts. That's not how it works. So show some love, get some love back from them, put yourself out there, engage on hashtags, engage on bigger pages in your niche, engage with your own audience, your own followers, right? You want to put yourself out there as much as possible. So all of these are the biggest mistakes that I see business owners making on Instagram.
Well, and they make those same mistakes probably on all their social media channels.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So, by listening so far, what do you people think? Do you think you can grow a successful business on Instagram? Or how many people are excited by the things that we discussed? Or, like, are you just overwhelmed? It just went right above your head. You don't know what I discussed. Did it get overwhelming? Let us know. What did you feel though? Um, if you have any comments, please tell us in the comment section.
I
So,
think the big takeaway for everybody is, and I'm slow motion again, is really understanding how social media is going to fit into your marketing strategy, in your inbound or your outbound strategy. Which platform are you going to use
yeah.
to drive people to your funnel? Like,
Yes.
and another eye opener that people can now understand is reels are good for in the awareness stage. So that helps you
Yeah.
mentally think about the kind of content you're going to make. Then carousels have a CTA of taking them into a DM or taking them into a discovery call, and the link is in the bio, or if you don't, having them DM you is great versus, hey, wear my jewelry. Wear my jewelry and follow so and so. And yeah,
Yes.
so DMs can have a strategy. The whole point, I'm very, very strategic. I love
Yeah.
all of this. It's super great. So, how can folks get in touch with you? That's what you have here, right?
Yes. So I'm just going to take 5 minutes
Yes.
to go over a special offer that I have created for all of you people, because just for giving me an opportunity over here to connect with all of you amazing people on this platform. So I've created a very special offer on how we can work together. So if you give me 5 minutes, I will be covering what all is included in my one-on-one Instagram coaching sessions. So we discuss all about writing a bio, creating a content strategy, creating a content plan, how you can use Trello to create that plan, difference between the free and paid content. We are going to be discussing the type of content that you will be creating. That is what I call as highly converting type of content that will attract your ideal customers to you, how you can generate unlimited content ideas, how to create reels, like step by step procedure of how you can create reels to increase your reach. And that is the complete tutorial of how to shoot, edit, and save your reels, like both on Instagram as well on in short. We go over like step by step procedures, how you can write effective captions using my HVC formula that will get you immense attention to your content hashtag strategy, which everybody loves, of how you can use, how you can create a hashtag strategy. It works perfectly for your account. Instagram stories, how you can use Instagram stories to build connection with your audience, the story formats that will help you make sales, also the special story sequence that I have created for your launch period, which we will be discussing, understanding Instagram insights, which is the native insights of how you can use them to analyze and also to improve your strategy, understanding how the Instagram algorithm works and how it can work in your favor, how you can create a perfect Instagram engagement strategy which will increase your followers, increase your exposure, and also help you build relationships. How you can utilize DMs to make connections. Like I have perfect scripts, like the scripts that you can follow blindfolded, don't have to worry, just follow the scripts and you know how you can make connections using your DMs. We discuss all about Instagram video strategy. We discuss also about Instagram live strategy. So along with all of this goodness, I have three extra bonuses as well. So if you choose to work with me, I have a recorded session of how you can use Canva to create templates for your content, like the entire tutorial of Canva, or you know how the tool is. Like you, once you learn it, you can create any type of graphics using Canva. And you get a second bonus, which is nothing but a 1 month done for you content strategy specific for your Instagram account that I will create for you. When I say content strategy, it is basically the strategy for your feed, also the strategy for your Instagram stories, along with the content that goes into your feed. So, also the third bonus is exclusive access to my private Facebook group, which I have recently created for all of the amazing entrepreneurs who choose to work with me. So, let me just ask you, like, all these sessions did, if all of these sessions helped you scale your business to Instagram without being burnt out, without spending hours trying to create content only to see it fail, or without having to DIY everything from the basis, then if you think it would be worth it, then I would love to work with you, which is why I have created this special offer for allowing me to connect with you amazing people in this Facebook group. So here is what the original prices look like for the coaching sessions for all of the three incredible bonuses that I just shared: the Instagram strategy, the Canva tutorial, access to my Facebook group, and all of that stuff. But only for you, for the special workshop that we are doing with Catherine and all of you amazing people, it's going to be 499 USD. So anyone of you who has attended this workshop and wants to get to work with me from the one-on-one coaching sessions, and we will just revive and make your Instagram incredible, like a money making machine. So guys, just get in contact with me. So there's, it doesn't get better than this. So if you want to book your spot, just send me a message here on my Facebook, or you can send it to me on my Instagram, or let Catherine know. Catherine will let me know whatever that is.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And I think you're in our Facebook group, right? The Modern Sales Professionals.
Yes,
Um,
I think.
so yeah, feel free to interact with Injum. Uh, let's let's help her get some business. I'm probably going to sign up. I like my dog videos though, so I better make an Instagram page for my Loki Loo so he can have his own page and
Yeah.
have more reach than me. I don't know. I
Yeah.
know. Well,
So
that's wonderful. I appreciate you coming on. And this was supposed to be a really intimate workshop. We didn't get around to promoting it in time, so I invited Anjum to come into my live show. We went over a little bit, but it was a lot of valuable information, you guys. I'm glad it's recorded because now you can go back and
yeah.
watch it and learn and digest, ask questions in the Facebook group. If you're not in Facebook, ask questions on LinkedIn and I'll make sure she gets them. Any last thoughts before we wrap the show for today?
No, that's it. I think it was fun. Thank you so much for
Yes.
doing this with me.
Yes, it was great. It was valuable. I found it valuable. I hope you guys did too. So, our next workshop that we're doing is also Instagram, TikTok, same focus. We're going to stay on this subject to help you guys so that everybody understands the best way to be active on social media and how to use social media in your sales process. And that was just a really great example that you gave us today. So, stay on. I'm wrapping the show, you guys. Thank you so much for staying. If you're watching it on the replay, let me know. And we'll get, if you want a copy of the slides too,
Yeah.
potentially we can send the slides out to you. All right. Thanks. Take care, everyone.